Here's our headline in studio. The soon-to-be Rookie of the Year, Brave center fielder Michael Harris, kind enough to join us. It's good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, I've listened to this radio with my dad some days, so I'm glad to be on here for sure.
So
What's up, Mr. Harris?
I was doing the math on this. So you're 21.
Yes.
Okay. So Chuck and I started doing this when you were like an infant. So there was a chance Dad's riding around and you're like 3 or 4 going, please turn the radio to something else.
Yeah.
Did that ever happen when you were a kid, turn the sports talk off?
I mean, I didn't really care because I was a Braves fan and a fan of Atlanta team, so I liked what you guys were talking about. I didn't really mind it, but I mean, sometimes, I would like to hear music. But.
I don't blame you. I'm the same way. So I did the math on this between minor league baseball and your stopover with the Braves. You played 157 regular season games, 4 in the postseason. It's the most you've ever played in your professional career. You're 21 and you're in great shape, but how tired were you at the end of it all?
Honestly, I didn't really feel tired. I can say I felt way more tired my first year, even in a half season, than I did this full season. I feel like I had the right people in our organization to help me keep my body stable throughout the whole season and just doing the right things and having the right preparation to keep me healthy for the whole season.
You ran. Nobody runs anymore. You ran and practically never got caught. How long until, did they look at you and say, green light, just go ahead, whatever?
No, honestly,
Wash going, move it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would still get the red light sometimes in certain situations, but yeah, I mean, whenever I got the green light, it didn't necessarily mean I just had to go. I picked the right times, and I feel like that's why I didn't get caught as much because I tried to pick the right times, certain situations, whoever's at the plate. I just didn't try to just run all willy-nilly. I just tried to pick the right spots to help us win.
Talk to me about the nerves, and let's go through the progression here. The phone call you got telling you were going to the bigs. What was that moment like?
So it was after a minor league game. We were in Pensacola. We just won, so everybody's excited. I get called into the coaches' room, and all the coaches in there, they closed the door, so I had an idea. You
weren't being released. You knew that much.
Yeah. Hopefully not. I mean, I knew it was something good because, I mean, it's right after a game. What much could they say other than that? So I was thinking maybe AAA. But then when he told me I would be in the lineup the next day, starting, I didn't say anything. I just looked up at the ceiling and I was just shaking my head, and it was just silence because I wouldn't say anything. And I was like, no way. And yeah, he said, yeah, go ahead and pack your stuff up. You're going to start the next day. And
did you sleep that night?
No, not really. I mean, it wasn't even because I don't even think it was because the nerves. It was just I couldn't sleep for some reason. And yeah, I had to get up at I think 4 that morning, so I finished packing and stuff. Tried to get in bed around 1. And I just couldn't stay asleep. So it was a rough night. Then I had to go out there and play. Then we had to face Sandy. So
you had Sandy Alcantara was your opener.
Fun. Nice.
Opener,
yeah.
Yep.
Welcome to the bigs.
Yeah, first at bat carved me. Then I had to change the approach, and I kind of got him the next at bat. So yeah, that was a tough day.
How was the heartbeat though? Like in the box, was it just pounding through your chest?
No, I felt pretty normal. I didn't really have any nerves. Just had to get the first one out the way, and after that, I just felt like I belonged there.
Money Mike is with us. Michael Harris, Brave center fielder with Chuck and Chernoff on the Fan.
Well, you obviously figured it out to a certain degree, but is it the movement? Is it just the snap, the tightness, everything coming from the mound? Is that the biggest difference?
I would say the pitchers are more effective. They have more of a plan of what they're trying to do with the batter, and I feel like they just execute it more. But I feel like overall it's pretty much the same game. I mean, you have to throw the ball over the plate to get outs, and I mean if you do what you've been doing, I mean it's not really a different game. You just got to believe in yourself and stick to your plan.
So I've heard that actually, not that it's easier, but hitting might be a little bit, I don't want to use the word easy, but a little bit easier to do because they're on the plate more in this level.
Exactly.
Like in AA, they're just all over the place.
Exactly. I would agree with that for sure. That's why I feel like I've seen a lot of the young guys come up and have some success because pitchers know how to stay around the plate more, and then I guess once you get a barrel to it, it can fall or it can be caught, but the chances are higher when they're around the plate and you can actually make contact with it. And I mean, yeah, that's really just all I got from that.
I want to talk about the other thing that not enough people talk about. You run the bases. You also play defense. There was one throw. You're running to the towards left field line. You whip it. It's like you walked it towards home plate and handed it to him. And I don't have the numbers. I'm not going to look at the calendar. It seems that people stopped running on you. Did that happen? Because it seemed pretty dang quick.
Yeah, I kind of noticed it after a few assists.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I would be not even shallow, but I would be kind of mid outfield, and coaches would kind of hold them. But I mean, I just got to keep doing what I can do. I mean, what I'm doing, I can't really anticipate if he's going to hold him or not. I just got to do my job and get it through the cutoff man and hit my spot.
Yeah, book gets out there pretty quick. Now, you're probably going to play this humble, and that's fine. Whatever. Were you shocked, like we were, that you weren't in the top 3 of the Gold Glove finals?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I felt like I did enough to at least be a finalist. But I mean, all I gotta do is, I feel like next year I just have to do even better.
Just say you were robbed. It's okay, Mike. Say I was robbed.
No, I wouldn't say I was robbed. I feel like, I mean, I can't control it, so I can't be mad at it. I just gotta go out and do better.
I was
next
mad
year.
for you.
Thank you.
I was bothered for
He
you.
wanted a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe. Let's buy Michael a Gold Glove for it. And I was like, no, he'll get one.
If you want me, we will buy you a Gold Glove. Like, you got that new deal. It doesn't kick in for a minute, so we'll wait.
I got it from the minors last year, so
okay.
I guess that'll make up for it.
That can hold it over.
Yeah.
We talk about the speed of the game. In other sports, everybody talks about how fast it moves. Now, baseball's a little bit different, but what did you notice about the postseason compared to the regular season and just the feeling hitting into the box and the outfield, all of it?
Yeah, it definitely moves a lot faster, and I don't think many people know, but the fans definitely have a big impact in the decision of the game. I mean, playing in Philly was tough, and their fans did what they were supposed to do, and I mean, I guess that's why they went out there and they did so good. I mean, they got hot at the right time of the season. And
did you hear anything from the stands? Anything particular being yelled at you?
No, I mean, they were just booing all of us. I mean, of course, because I mean that's what you're supposed to do. We're at least rivals, kind of. So, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do: get in our head and try to get under our skin in a tough game. So, I just feel like they did the right thing, and their team just came out to execute it.
There was an idea I had: Duvall in left, you in center, Acuna in right, and I was like, "This is the best outfield defense in the National League," and that really never kind of got stitched together, injuries and whatever else. But not just Duvall. Could you tell on certain days you're like, oh, Ronald would have gotten that if the knee wasn't a little swelled up or maybe hurting or he's a little slow or what? Could you tell certain days like that?
Maybe on a few things, but I mean, overall, I know he tries to give the most effort he can dealing with the coming back from the ACL. So I try to help him out as much as I can, try to get over there and make some plays. Yeah, I know it's probably tough coming off of a serious injury like that, trying to make sure nothing happens or you don't retweak it again. So I feel like that's really hard to do, trying to play a full season, and that's probably in the back of his mind. And I mean, also trying to give his all and help us win. But yeah, I feel like it's just something tough to try to deal with for a full season.
Has Vaughn hit you up for tips on how to play outfield?
Yeah, he has. I mean, even in minors last year, not last year. We were in, I think it was 2020. We would like shag together, and he'll try to show me how to really do it. And
how's that working?
Yeah, I mean, he would go make a play, but then I go after the next ball and make it look easier. So I try to humble him a little bit. But yeah, he's definitely willing to do whatever to be in a lineup and just be up here and help us win.
How much fun was it with you two together?
Yeah, that was honestly crazy. I mean, getting drafted together, being with each other for 2 years in minors, coming up together, and then having both of us come up the same season. And yeah, I don't know. That was kind of crazy. When I heard the news, I literally was running around the hotel room, and I had to call him and some of our other buddies. So yeah, just having me, him, and Strider up at the same time was kind of crazy. We were all at the alternate site together, facing each other, and trying to get some good reps in against some of the big league talent and the older guys. So yeah, it was kind of crazy having us all up here and trying to make an impact on the team.
So the meal money's a little different, right? It's just a different way of life. So give our listener an idea of the hotel or motel accommodations and meal money when you're in single A, double A.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference. I mean, you're not riding the bus 7 hours to a city to go play in the uncomfortable seats. I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't notice like behind the scenes of being a professional baseball player. You don't get the major league feeling right off the bat. You have to go through the different things down there. So
What was the go-to meal? Like there was a fast food, I'm sure, go-to meal that you could afford and go get.
I guess it depends on the city. In Mississippi, we had a place called Huey Magoo's right across the street. It's like a chicken spot. And
Sounds fancy.
Yeah, it was
Very cosmopolitan.
yeah, it was good. We all like once one person found out about it. It was a new restaurant over there, so they told everybody else, and we all started to get on top of that one. And yeah, it was good, but it's a lot of different spots. I mean, the normal is Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's everywhere. You can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
Nicely done in Atlanta. Very
Everything
good.
$8 and less, right?
It's affordable. It's within the budget. So, yeah, it's just way different down there because I guess the food, staying in hotels, up here you're in 5-star hotels, and then down there you're getting the whatever's available or, whatever the other team puts you in. So you really don't have a luxury life down there, and it's just a grind. I feel like that's more of the grind than actually being on the field in the minors. It's just outside of the field, just mentally dealing with everything off the field.
All right, there's this thing called Bowman Chrome Rookie Autograph from Michael Harris that's really, really, really popular right now, these rookie baseball cards that you signed 3 years ago. Are you aware of that? Do you have any of them? You squirrel them away yourself? Or do you even know what I'm talking about? Do you remember signing these things?
I don't know exactly which one is which, but I know the cards. I probably sign them. I just sign them and give them back.
It's the Bowman Chrome Auto from your rookie year. It's just fantastic right now. It's one of the hottest cards in the industry. Is you?
My rookie year. Wait, you mean this year?
No, from when you got drafted and you signed some Chrome cards. You need to go on eBay and look for yourself.
Or don't.
Are they like the ones that are bordered in sparkly?
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Yeah.
Chuck's got a baseball card podcast. If you want to go on that, he can fill you in on all this stuff.
We're not going down that road. I'm just telling you.
Have you gotten to the point where you're recognized? If you walked out here in the Battery and nobody knew you were here, would you be stopped and autographs and all that thing?
Yeah, that happened on the way in here. I mean, they were outside waiting, and
how weird is that?
I mean, going through the season, I mean, it's not that weird. We had a lot of people outside of our hotels on the road and waiting on us to get on the bus. So I don't feel like it's that weird. But I guess when you first come up and you're not used to something like that, it can be weird. But it just takes some getting used to. But I mean, I feel like it just comes with the major league lifestyle. I mean,
what about back home? Like ex-Little League coach, girlfriend's dad, math teacher from high school. Do they see him on an autograph now?
I mean, yeah, they do, but most of them just come to the game or ask me. Or, I mean, I don't really go out as much. So if I get seen, then it's not much because I don't really go out in public places. I never really did, but yeah, people like that definitely ask me. I mean, a lot of people ask me to sign something for the kid's birthday because they really look up to me, and yeah, I feel like that's what it's all about. I've been playing this game for I don't even know how many years now.
It can't be that long. You're only 21. Let's say 16 years. You started at 5.
I started when I was 3.
Oh,
so,
well, that's right. Everybody's earlier now.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've been playing it for this long, and I never really expected to have kids actually look up to me. So I feel really good when a kid actually looks up to me and wants something from me, and I, make them smile or, I mean, just brighten their day. So I just feel good doing stuff.
So the weird thing is, and just wrap your mind around this. He went to prom 5 years ago, or 4 years ago, or whatever it was, right? I mean, you're
2019.
Right? You're in chemistry class, and you're going to prom, and you're walking for graduation. That was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's honestly crazy. I think I would be a senior in college right now.
Just started,
going into it. So, yeah, I'm glad I did.
Made the right choice.
Route.
You good?
Yeah. Seems to be working
glad
out.
I didn't take that route.
All right, let's go through the clubhouse for a second. Best dressed on the road is? You can't say yourself.
Dansby.
It's always Dansby. Most willing to pick up the check if you go out to eat?
Matt Olson.
Nice.
Okay. Who gave the rookies the most grief? They're not listening. You're fine.
As far as what?
Just messed with you. I won't call it hazing like it used to be. Just messed with the rookies.
All right. Probably Will Smith, Darren O'Day, them two. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
They're good with some of the
Old
things
guys who don't care anymore.
Yeah. They just like messing with you at that point. We have a question we're going to ask the audience. It's funny you brought up Dansby. So our winging it idea today is just a dumb question we ask. Come up with a better looking athlete than Dansby Swanson. I dare you.
You have to name somebody?
Yeah, you got to name somebody better looking than Dansby.
Good looking man.
Right. Good hair, the whole thing, right?
I think.
We're strong enough in our masculinity, we can admit that. You can go outside the clubhouse if you want to, too.
That I don't know.
You put him on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
No, it's okay.
I mean,
Mike, get back to us. You can tweet us to the Harris Cherokee Casino's Twitter feed later, and we'll get to the bottom of it. It's fine. Now, you're also an Atlanta guy like Dansby. He's a big Hawks, Falcons fan. You are, too. You grew up rooting for the teams.
Right.
So when you go to a Hawk game or you go to a Falcon game, will you get like me where, the fan in you comes out and you lose your mind if something doesn't go well, or something goes well, you lose your mind the same way?
Nah, I pretty much stay within myself, stay calm. But I always hope for the best for those teams. I mean, me being up here now, I know how tough it is to be in professional sports, and go out there and succeed every single night. So I know every night is not going to happen. You're not going to win every night. So I just hope for the best whenever I turn the game on or.
It's too chill.
to the
Like
game,
this,
so.
Listen how calm he is at 21.
Yeah.
Like,
He watched Bulldog.
how do you do this? How do you stay this calm? I'm impressed.
I really don't know.
It's good for you. I'm proud of you. Well, congrats on the soon-to-be Rookie of the Year. I'm not jinxing you. I'm just telling you it's going to be your award.
Thank you.
We're all excited. The Gold Glove thing should have happened. It'll happen soon enough.
And tell your dad we said hey. All right. Tell your dad we said hey.
He's probably
Chuck said
listening
hi.
right now.
Hi,
But
Dad. And congrats on the new deal. All of it. It's been a whirlwind and incredible year. We're all happy for you. Thank you, buddy.